What's going on, guys? Chris, Tech Savvy Agent, another episode of The Q. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We've had an absolute great response to the first two episodes. This is episode number 3, and it's going to be a hot one, so let's get right into it. What are we going to cover this week in The Q? So first up is going to be the Facebook MLS app. And what that is, guys, is there is a kid named Jimmy that has built a full functioning MLS search that you can add to a Facebook page. So I'm actually going to bring him on. He's doing a video about how it works, why it's great, and it really is an unbelievable technology that I wanted to help get the message out for. Second, Google Maps Street View. So we saw this week Google got out of the real estate industry. They're removing all their listings from their mapping system, but there is an absolute cool way to leverage Google Street View on your website and on your blog. So I want to teach you guys how to do that. Very easy. Number 3, which Test One. This is one of the best websites on the internet for looking at what is going to help me convert more of my website traffic, whether you want them calling you, whether you want them opening more of your emails, maybe you just want them filling out your lead capture forms, but which Test One, great site. Lastly, Klout, K-L-O-U-T. Klout is a social media influence measurement system, so there's kind of like an algorithm in there, and it's measuring the influence that you have on the social sphere, so Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. So we're going to get right into it. And first up is the MLS app. Now, we all know that a lot of agents are leveraging Facebook the wrong way. They're pushing their listings out. They're pushing their open houses out through their profile. And we know that's not the best way to leverage this space. It's really actually kind of even against the terms of service. But business pages that are built around a community like the one you see here, this is a Facebook page called All Marblehead. If you guys want to take a look at that after the show, this is actually a technology just like any other MLS search, but it's built right into Facebook. It's completely unique. It's the only option out there. It takes less than 60 seconds to set this up on your Facebook page, but we want to get the word out because it's not available everywhere. So what I decided to do is actually have the creator of the app, his name's Jimmy Mackin. He's an awesome guy, one of my good friends, young guy, you know, go-getter. But he's doing a great job. He's built a beautiful technology. So we're going to cut over to Jimmy, and he's going to explain a little bit more about the MLS app and how it actually works and how you can get it set up on your page.
Hi everyone, we're very excited to be featured in this week's episode of The Q. The MLS app is a simple tool that allows you to market your real estate listings on Facebook. By installing the app, your fans can search for properties directly from your fan page. They can click through to view full property details, including the full photo gallery, as well as all the property information. To enhance the user's experience, we now store their entire history and all of their updates. This will include any search they've ever performed and any property they've ever viewed. The best way to promote your listings is to share them to the wall. To do this, simply click on the Share This Home link below the large photo. When you do that, a dialog box will pop up. And you can write a comment about the home. And when you publish, it will be posted to your fan page, and it will get additional exposure by appearing in your fans' newsfeed. This is what your fans will see in their newsfeed. They can click through, and that will drive them directly back to your business page with that listing. Marketing your listings to your fans while they're on Facebook is great. We wanted to take it one step further. Now, your fans can sign up to be notified of new listings and price reductions. Let me show you how this works. When I come in here and I perform a search, let's say Marblehead, Mass, between 600,000 to 900,000, a link will appear that says Get Updates on Marblehead 600K to 900K. By simply clicking the Get Updates link, now as a consumer, I'll begin to receive email notifications every morning of new listings and price reductions. So every morning in my email inbox, I'll receive an email like this from your business page. And I can simply click on any one of these links, and that will drive me directly back to your business page. What's great about this is that this does two things. Number one, it allows you to stay connected with your fans while they're not on Facebook. And number two, it can really increase the traffic that you have coming to your business page. The MLS app is simple to use and it's easy to set up. And Chris will give you all the additional information.
So there we go, guys. I mean, think about that. The #1 lead generation tool on the web for top producing agents is their IDX. People come, they might not find the right property. They want to get listings emailed to them when they hit the market, if there's a price reduction. Well, Jimmy has actually built that into Facebook. Again, this is the only option for this. So the details, if you guys want something like this available, which I'm guessing that you do, Jimmy can be reached at jimmy@themlsapp.com. The other thing we would need you guys to help us out with is to reach out to your MLSs and let them know that you want this available. He's got it built, but he needs the data. And the data from the MLSs, obviously, they have to sign off on that. So if you're interested in connecting with Jimmy, facebook.com/the MLS app. He's at the MLS app on Twitter. This is a free benefit to real estate agents. It's already up and running and working in Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, some of kind of the New England area. And also, it's only $35 a month for a brokerage to offer this to their agents. So it's cost effective, it's easy to use, and it really is amazing that we've now got the entire MLS search experience built right into the largest website on the internet, which is, of course, Facebook. So check it out. Reach out to your MLSs, reach out to Jimmy, tell him he did a great job with what he built, and let's help this kid get some traction. So that was the MLS app. Up next, Google Maps Street View. If you guys are looking at this car, so it's like a Toyota hybrid, Google actually sent a car like that up and down every street in the United States. And they've got all these great images. You can virtually see 360 degrees. You can see up, you can look down. It's called the Google Maps Street View. And what's really neat about this is you can actually take this awesome technology and you can make it part of your blog or website. So you can see I did a little teaser post. Would anybody like to know how to do this? Everybody said they'd like to learn. So what I did is I did a quick instructional video on how easy it is to add this. And what I'm thinking here, guys, is if you're going to do a blog post about a property, kind of a single page listing website, which is pretty popular, maybe you just want to attract more buyers and show them some cool stuff with the neighborhood. But check this out. Here's the intro. You go to Google Maps and you can put in any address. So I'm just putting in 2830 St. Augustine Drive. That's where I used to live in Orlando, Florida. Search, just like normal. That's going to pull it up. But you can see on the left, you have the little street view option. You can also take the little walk around jack and you can just drop them off. And that'll go right down into that street view, which looks beautiful. Now, what we can do is kind of walk up and down the street. We can look at the neighborhood. I mean, this is so perfect for real estate. It's unbelievable. Obviously, it's not going to cost you anything, but what you'll see is I'm clicking in the top right, and I'm going to click on Customize and Preview Embed Map. It's going to give me the HTML code. You can change the size to make sure that it fits within your website, and then you just go down and you copy the code. Now, all you would need to do, that was step one. We're going to hop over into the back end of our blog, which is a WordPress site. Remember, this could be any website or any blog as long as it takes HTML. We're going to put a little narrative and hit paste, and it looks crazy, but watch what happens when we hit preview. It takes that street view, it builds it right into our site, and now all that functionality that was happening over there on Google Maps, now that's happening, but it's built right into my blog or website. So you may have to watch that back and kind of look at the steps again, but it was really easy to do. There's some extra options. We can look at a couple different views, but wow, what a cool thing to add to your site. If you don't think this kind of stuff impresses sellers and potential buyers, hey, I don't know what you're thinking. So the Google Maps Street View, awesome technology. Up next, whichtest1.com, whichtest1.com. And I'm actually becoming kind of obsessed with this website because as someone who's pretty decent at web marketing, it's amazing what happens when you make a little tweak to your website. So maybe you want to move the button from here to here, or maybe if you put less words instead of more words or more images. So this website is so cool, you guys, whichtest1.com. I'll link to it below. And it's giving you all these different things that are showing you here's version A and here's version B. Which one do you think got 59% more signups? So when you talk about lead generation on the web, it really is a fine art, and the way that you lay out your opt-ins and your calls to action, absolutely huge. So you can actually guess, hey, which one do you think won? They'll show you which one won and why. Here's another cool example. This was an email. They did what's called an A/B test. So they sent one out and it said, hey, you can save 25%, etc. The other one, they sent it out and it was kind of backwards. It said, hey, don't ever start a project again without this. But email subject lines, opt-in forms. Here's another really cool one. This was pay-per-click, right? So the company is paying to actually generate clicks over to a landing page. Obviously, the goal with this landing page is to get the phone ringing, which is your goal, obviously, as a realtor. So you can see that one of these two options got 42% more calls than the other one. And there's a lot of scientific research that goes into this. So definitely check out this website, you guys. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm totally obsessed with it. There's 90 past tests that you can look at. You don't have to pay anything. And I think that this is a site that everyone should spend some time on. Maybe you're not going to do all the A/B testing. Maybe you don't have time for that, right? That's not important. But the point is, learn from what others have done before you, and your conversions will go up. Your phone will ring more often. Absolutely a great website, you guys. whichtest1.com. Lastly, in the queue, I feel like this is like a short episode, but there's just so much information, right? I mean, we're kind of rolling through it. Klout. This is such a hot topic on the web, you guys. Klout. You go to klout.com, Klout.com. And what this is doing is it's measuring your influence in the social sphere. So this is kind of like a little print screen beside me of my Hootsuite. So if somebody's thinking about following me, or somebody's thinking about reaching out to me and contacting me, it's not just that they might want to see how many followers and how many people I'm following and how often do I tweet. See how it's got a Klout score there of 69. So what it's doing is, if you look at some of this data, it's actually calculating what's happening on Facebook and on Twitter. So if you look at some of these stats, 100 list memberships, what does that mean? That means more than 100 people have actually put me on a specific list in Twitter that they're following. 50,000 people have seen my messages. 500 retweets by 250 unique retweeters. 100 different people have mentioned me on Twitter. 100 likes, 100 comments, unique likers, unique comments. So it's measuring your influence on the social web. And this is not a fad, you guys. This stuff is showing up all over the place. Like Virgin Airlines gives you a better seat if you have a lot of clout. When you check into the Palms in Vegas, what do? They give you a suite if you have a certain Klout score. So this is not some kind of run-of-the-mill deal. They've got a great algorithm. They'll even show you, hey, what are you? Who do you influence and who is influenced by you, right? And it's also breaking it down. Are you a specialist? Are you somebody that's a little bit more analytical? And if you look at that description, and this is the kind of Klout description of me, I may not be a celebrity, but within my area of expertise, my opinion is second to none. My content is likely focused around a specific topic or industry with a highly engaged audience. Hey, you guys think that sounds like me? So it's not perfect. Of course, the algorithm and all that stuff could probably get a little bit better, but it is doing a pretty good job. I've had some great discussions about Klout with some of the other social media influencers. You go to Klout.com, you link it up with your Facebook and your Twitter, you'll see your score. The other thing I think you guys should leverage is there are probably some people in your area and in your community that have a lot of clout. It may not be you that has a lot of clout. You might be like an 11 or something, right? But the point is, if you can identify the influencers on the internet in your market, hey, those might be the people that you might want to engage with on Twitter. So Klout is really gaining traction. It's really a cool thing because everybody kind of wants to know ROI and does all this stuff matter and does it work? So check out Klout. Go to Klout.com. Really cool. I did a full radio interview that I'm going to link up below where I had a great discussion with Michael McClure, Start a Buzz, and Liz Landry. And it was a really good conversation about Klout. Does it matter? Is it a fad? So I'll link up to that below. And really, guys, as far as the Q this week, that's it. I want you guys to please, if you think this information is valuable, you like the format, please share it. Share it on Facebook. Tweet it out. Let me know that you're sharing it so I can say thank you. I'm going to go pick up a pair of those shoes, the Facebook and Adidas kicks. Thank you guys. Another episode. Chris, Tech Savvy Agent, episode number 3 of the Q. Signing off. Have a great week, you guys.